Yay! And we are live. Alright, so I just need to get my screen going on over here on this fabulous stormy Thursday. I had to think about that. Thursday evening. Alright, it is 9:30. We're about to get started. You gotta give me just a second. I just gotta make sure everything's on there. Alright. I can hear the wind outside. Hopefully, hi Nancy. Boy, is the southern weather throwing a hissy fit today. I'm telling you. Okay, I think I got the comments up. Volume is off, so we are good on there. Hi, my other Nancy too. We've got Nancy the twins today. Okay, so hi Sue. So my hope is everything's going to turn out just fine. Dual watching right now. That is talent right there. I'm hoping everything's going to turn out fine and that I don't get kicked off. We've got a nasty little storm throwing a hissy fit outside. I know some people are under a tornado warning, but I'm not having that issue here. But we are having some nasty winds, some nasty rain. And hopefully it doesn't mess with anything else, right? We had enough problems yesterday. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Sheila. So, hi, Pam. See, I'm not the only one up late on a Thursday. Hi, Haley. So, just to give you guys a heads up, tonight's going to be part 1. We're going to get through as much of the body as we can get through. And then I will probably, once I tell y'all guys how I got started with everything, I'll probably finish the body up, because part 2, I wanted part 2 to be on Saturday sometime. I'm thinking 12:31, but I wanted part 2 to be the hummingbird head. So it's like, once you see me get started on the body, you know, like, and you see the gist of everything, then I don't mind going ahead and finishing up the rest, you know, like tomorrow. And then we do the head on Saturday, because that's the part where I really had to tweak, and I'm still tweaking some of those holes. So I'm still tweaking it to try to get everything laying exactly the way I want to. So, hi Christina. Yeah, and we're going to start the Hummer tonight, and we're going to finish the Hummer on Saturday. So I'm going to give you guys a little preview here. Here's the Hummer's body. And then we're going to attach the flower board to it on Saturday. And it's going to be the large flower board. I should have went for a small one. I didn't have a small one. Man. So with the large one, the 16-inch large one, the full frame, including the body, ended up being 42 inches. So we're going to get started with this, and we'll see where we go with it. So let me show y'all what I'm using tonight. So, hi ladies. Yeah, I'm excited. And I'm going to find a way. Honestly, you could use a tree form. Like right around here, you could do a tree form. But you're going to have to sand round it up towards the top and right here. So you could get away with it. It'd be a little difficult, but you could. But the flower board is perfect for doing the head and all the lolly petals I'm going to do. So, hi Janet. Hi Betsy. Yes, it is going to be huge. And my husband's like, what are you going to do with it? I'm like, I don't know. He was like, why are you making it? I'm like, because I can. So, of course, I had to choose the most difficult petals to work with. So I could have done the ruffle method and been done with it in like an hour. So we're going to use a combination for the body. We're going to use red metallic. We're going to use some white iridescent metallic. And we're also going to use some deluxe. Look at that sheen on there. We're also going to mix it in with some of the deluxe on there as well. And then for the feather part, we're going to combine the metallic emerald and this ombre thing. Like, I don't know, it's not peacock. I don't know, ombre green, St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure. But we're going to mix the two together. And honestly, this stuff's expensive, so you kind of want to mix it with something else. Just like this stuff, it's expensive. So you want to mix it with something else. When you're dealing with things like that, you really want to mix it up. So I've already gotten a little bit going here, and I'm going to zoom you guys in a second. But you can see, I wanted to make sure everything was laying right. So I already started the hummingbird's neck right here. bunch of little, I don't know if they're lolly petals or my version of petals. I think this one I started off lolly, and then suddenly I switched towards the bottom here, and I was like, oh, I think I like this one better. And I don't know, Lori says they look like spoons. So, so we've got that white part, and then we've got the tail feathers started here too. So I'm trying to see, because I want to make sure that you guys can see, and his body is so freaking big. I think I can work this way. All right, so I'm gonna rotate this around. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in on a privacy fence. Yeah, but you know what? We have a lot of birds and we have a lot of squirrels, and I can see them pecking the mesh out of this. Get it? All right, that was so bad. All right, we're gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. And if you guys come out of focus, you just let me know. Let's see here, right around there. We need to move the lighting a little bit. How are we going to move that lighting? All right, we're going to see. I may move myself over some more. How about that? Is that pretty good, guys? There we go. I'm trying to make sure you guys stay in view. There we go. Pecking and pooping on it, absolutely. What is the form made of? This is a plastic canvas. So it's just, I got the 21 or 20 by 12 or 20 by 18, I think it is, from Hobby Lobby. Was it Hobby Lobby? Yeah, it was Hobby Lobby. And they were about $2.19 a piece. And I actually combined, let's see here, that's one whole one. I want to say two and a half pieces combined together to make the body and odds and ends. Down here is a bunch of hodgepodge of odds and ends. So, so I'm going to kind of go through here, and I'm trying to alternate. So I'm alternating the emerald, and I'm doing it with the ombre here that I don't know what we want to call it yet. So yes, it's the plastic canvas. Bring y'all guys down just a little more. Okay. All right, so I've already put this one here, so I'm going to go with an ombre mesh this time. I really like this petal fold. It's so easy, and I think it works great for feathers. I'm going to move this aside so you guys can see. All right. When I did this petal fold, I just laid it flat like this. I brought this in to the middle, and that in to the middle as well. Roundaboutish, middle-ish. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Once you fold it up, it doesn't even matter, okay? I'm trying to make sure you guys, there we go. I need to stay right around this point right here. Got it. All right. I'm going to fold this side twice. And then I'm going to come up to the top part. And I'm going to fold it in twice. And then pull them together. And you get this look. And then we're just going to cross over. And like I said, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a little tight here, but once you put all of them together, it's not going to matter. And you end up with that shape right there. So we're going to start off with that. And I'm kind of working upside down so that you guys can kind of see. We're going to throw him in here. And guys, as far as the zip tie placement, I really didn't have a method for the madness. Like, I put one of these together and then I stuck it on here and I was like, okay, roundabouts, where do I need to place these zip ties? And then I just kind of worked that way. And the same thing with these petals, my little spoon petals. I don't know what you want to call them over there. I'll show y'all guys how to make it. I don't know if it's already out there made or not, or if it's something I came up with, or if it's something that was already out there and I didn't know about it and then made it up. So I have no clue, guys. Am I going to publish the form? Once I perfect it, probably, because right now there's so many zip ties everywhere, and I honestly don't think we're going to use all of them, to be truthful with you. I think I did pretty good over here, separating them, but I think over here where the feathers are going to go, there's too many, and we're going to discover that as we go, but I did the best I could. All right, so now that I've got this ombre here, and there's an ombre down here, I'm going to alternate and go with the emerald green. All right, so it's going to be the same process of going to the middle, fold one, fold two, fold one, fold two, bring them together, and fold over. So, and then just kind of put them on there however you like. I like it this way better, where you kind of get this one, and then you have the slight little fold here. And by the way, these are cut, these ones are cut to 9. There is a stink bug on the white thingy back there. Oh God, guys, my house is full of stink bugs. I do not like this one bit. The worst thing is one crawled on me last night, and I thought for a second there it was a flying bug or one of those water bugs. And I about freaked out, except for the fact that I didn't want to wake up my little one. And then I felt the little hump, the little lump on the top, and I was like, oh my God, it's a stink bug. Don't squish it. So that was my next thought, and I just, nothing like waking up to that. Yuck. All right, so we've got this. I'm going to go for another emerald over here. And I'm basically just playing with the pattern. These are cut to 9 inches because I was trying to conserve mesh. For the lolly petals that I'm doing, I went to 10 by 10 because I didn't want to skimp on those, or spoon petals, whatever the heck you want to call them. I don't know. I just know I did them. And I just know there were a lot of them. And it was frustrating. It went pretty fast though, guys. It's just, lolly petals are not my favorite. I'll be honest with you. But they were necessary for this one. Hi Dale, how are you? Yeah, so we'll work on publishing it. My thought was, depending on how the placement of these goes, because once I have it together, it's going to be kind of hard. My thought was, once I'm done, turn it over and take a picture of where all the zip ties are, and then kind of do a rubbing. Remember those things we used to do in elementary school where we'd put the paper on there and then we'd rub it with like crayons or something like that? Just so I can have an idea of what the placement is so I can replicate it again. All right, that's my thought on that one. All right, so since we've got green here and green here down on the row, I'm going to switch to an ombre now. So, yeah, I'm not enjoying these stink bugs one bit. I'm going to move you guys out a little bit more. So, like I said, this guy's huge. I should have moved my impulse sealer from over there, and I'd have a little bit more room. But I was working on getting some kits out today, so the impulse sealer's still over there because I still have work to do tomorrow. So, all right, and we're going to fold that guy over. Okay, doesn't really matter. He looks pretty either way. I like this way better, though, because you get to see a little bit at the bottom. All right, and we're going to stick him in. I need to get a new camera, too. I want to get some sort of mount, maybe under this cabinet over here. So that's what I want to do. What is the form that you're using? Luis, did I say it right? It's a form that I completely made up from the top of my head, and I'm not lying about that either. I honestly had no idea how it was going to turn out. I messaged Lori, and I was like, Lori, I'm going to do a hummingbird. And she said, okay, that sounds awesome. And I told her it ended up being 42 inches long. And she's like, so it's one of those things like, okay. Hi, Evelyn. Eva, I'm excited too because I don't know what I'm going to get. It's like a box of chocolate thing. You never know what you're going to get with me. All right, sometimes it works out and sometimes I throw it to the window. It just depends. So basically when you're putting these in here, you're just going to, do a pattern, emerald, ombre. If it looks like you're getting too much ombre in there, switch to some emerald. It's not a big deal. I'd love to make a cardinal after this too. I don't know what I'm going to do with all my freaking birds and ladybugs and bumblebees, guys. Like I just did the floral ladybug the other day. So, but I like them. Maybe I'll stick them in my classroom until they sell or something. I don't know. Decorate the classroom. Make it look like a garden, right? I don't know. No, I've got them all wrapped up and like put in plastic right now. So, hi Jean. Hi Jane. And I'm also praying that my kids stay asleep, y'all. Because with that storm outside, my 3-year-old already came out of his room one time. So we're gonna work with it, and we're gonna see how it goes, and we're just gonna play it by ear. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. Lori and I had our lives pretty close tonight. I wish 9:30 wasn't the only time that I could do, but unfortunately, that's about all I can do. I'm going to move him around a little bit when we get going later. All right, so now that we've got that, we're going to use an emerald. I put the emerald stuff on the other side over here, The problem is it's going to keep snagging on the plastic. Okay, that impulse sealer has to go. There, that helps a little bit. So, she's done now. Hi, Jean. Hi, Shonda. Hi, Shonda. How are you? I try to pronounce names correctly. I really do. It's like with my students, you know. All right. Get this in here. I love the petals. I have a feeling he's going to turn out to be very full, so we're going to see what we're dealing with in a little bit as we move further up, as far as placement and everything else. So far, I'm still at the bottom, though. So far, it's working out pretty good. So we shall see. All right, we're going to switch to an ombre over here, and let's see how that goes. If I turned them around, like I said, I wish I could have a better way. This is an ombre. This is emerald. All right, we'll do that. Hi, Peggy. How are you? Elaine. What type of board am I using? Judy, I'm starting off with just a plastic canvas put together, because that's going to make the body of the hummingbird. And then on Saturday, we are going to do the hummingbird head. And we're going to attach it. It's going to use the 16-inch flower board from Unique in the Creek. So, yeah. I know, right, Dean? That's one of those, or Deanne. That's one of those things, I have no concept of like size and measurement. You would think I do, but I don't. So it just kind of exploded. In my head, I was like, oh, this will only be 2 feet tall. And then all of a sudden it turned into 42 inches. And I calculated that by the time all the mesh gets on there, it's going to turn into 48 inches. So we shall see. Some of these I'm not really doing that fold over in the middle, because it just seems to be working out better that way. So it's kind of like whatever works for you. And I'm thinking, oh no, this one's in backwards. Ooh, it's not going to be fun. This is not going to be fun to have to change this one out. But that's what happens from time to time. All right, there we go. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Doesn't slow down too much. This would have been a booger if you had to watch me put all of the zip ties in. I'm telling you that. Did I have to cut the flower board at all? Yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I haven't even gotten to the cutting phase yet. I'm still at the phase where I'm drawing with my Sharpie and erasing, and then drawing with my Sharpie again. So I'm trying to figure out, do you guys want me to attempt to move the camera to over here a little more, or just leaving it over there is just fine for you guys? That way, if you want me to move it, I'll try to move it, and we'll see if that can't work a little better so you can get a better eyes view from it. But you guys let me know, and then I'll attempt it. So, all right, because he's a big one, guys. This is a big, 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 big hummer. All right, he's been getting lots of nectar. So, all right, let me finish this last one, right? Let me finish this one, and we are going to attempt to move it. And I might have to like leave it there or something just so that I know where it is next time. That way you guys have a better placement. All right, let me tie this guy in, because all you guys see is a big giant pile of fluff on the other side. You're not actually getting to see what it is I'm doing. So, all right, let's see what we can do. If you're the kind of person who's dizzy, okay, close your eyes for a second. I'm gonna try to move you as gently as I can, but there's no guarantee on that. All right, I'm definitely not a ballerina. I am not a dancer. All right, I bet you this is feeling like you're drunk. All right, and then we are going to lower this. Let's try and lower a little more. Like I said, bear with me. If you're feeling drunk, you're not, okay? Give me a second. Going on down. And then I may have to, let's zoom out a little. All right. Is that any better? I'm trying, guys. All right. How about from that angle? Is that better? I'm going to look for the comments on there and see if that's any better. And then I'm going to take this light over here because it's creating a shadow. And we're going to see if we can't move the light into position behind the camera a little bit. And maybe, just maybe, that will help. Much better. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to look over here too. All right, that way I can kind of get an idea. Right here, up. Okay, so right around the 24 mark. So is that better for you guys? Better, better? Okay, fabulous. All right, so now I also know where I have to put the little thing at. I want to see if I move the light to the other side, if it helps you guys better. Where do we need that light? Nope, other side was just perfect. That's about all we're going to get. All right. Okay, well, I tried, as long as you can semi-see, okay? All right, so now we've got this over here, and since we've got the emerald over here too, we are going to jump to, not the emerald, the ombre, we're going to jump to this, okay? The only thing is, when I have to sit here folding this, I got to move this guy out of the way so that you can see. All right, so we're going to fold it here. Bring both of them semi to the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Fold over. There we go. Yeah, like I said, we're slowly getting caught up on the technology right now. I've switched to ordering from Craft Outlet to a wholesaler to get my mesh now because I'm going through mounds and mounds and mounds of it. That is just not, like, I'm spending too much money on Craft Outlet. So slowly and surely, eventually, I will get a Mevo. But not right now. I don't want to spend 400 bucks on a Mevo. How is the lighting on there, guys? Decent? Do I need to purchase another light? I'm looking on there on the video and it's lagging behind, so that's not giving you much a clue, but from the laptop it looks okay. Another light wouldn't hurt. All right, now that we've got this, I'm actually going to jump to an ombre, just because even though I know there's an ombre below it, we've got that emerald here, and to put another emerald in there would just look a little funky. So, all right, good. So we found a solution. I also know I need to get brighter lights for up at the top, but that's okay. All right, fold it approximately to the middle, approximately to the middle. All right, fold 2 times, fold 2 times, bring them together, and flip them over. And again, I like, this time I like this way. Nope, I like this way. Oh my gosh, I don't really have a method. Like everybody usually has, put this way down or put this way, and I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna look at it and see if I like it. And if I like one side, great. If I don't, I'm gonna switch to the other side. Not a big deal for me. So, yeah. So like I said, we're gonna get through what we can get through. I'm actually gonna jump in just a little bit to the front part over here so you can see the white part of his body. You know, because this is gonna be like a continuing pattern going up. So, and I actually think that by how fluffy this bottom is getting, we're gonna have to move those a little bit. But we'll do like another row or two and then call it on that and move to the other one. My goal was to, by 10:30, wherever we are, we're just gonna cut it. So I want you to see a little bit of the white part, and I want you to see a little bit of the red part too. And then trying to watch me make the whole thing just gets tedious. I mean, some people might find that interesting. I mean, I'll probably record it, but, you know, not to put on for a whole live. All right, so then we're going to come over here, and I drew with a Sharpie, like where the outlines were going to be for the body. What size zip ties? Hi, Venus. I remember you. Thank you, Kathy. Zip ties, these are 4-inch. And I typically get my zip ties from Walmart because they're like $1.87 for 100. But I apparently ran Walmart out, both of them by my house, and they're like, we don't have any more. I'm like, crap, what am I going to do now? So, and I've also been making so many kits that I have to use them for the kits too. So now I ordered 2,000 of them off of Amazon. So we'll see what the quality is for that. I'll let you guys know. The price was good. I just don't know what the quality is going to be like. So, all right, we're going to fold it together. Pick a side you like. I like this side, mainly because it's a little more fluffy. So, I like fluffy. All right, and we're going to go, looks like right here. All right. And guys, this has like, I think the body itself has like 138 zip ties on it. So just to give you a heads up of how much is on here. Yeah, I like the Walmart ones. It's just, it's a matter of them keeping them in stock. And you can't always purchase it from their website either. So that would actually make for a cute pineapple. You are absolutely correct. I actually, yeah, you're right, because I like the mixture of the green, and then I like the mixture of the lime on there too. Put the lime on the coconut and shake it all up. I would actually love to have a coconut drink right now. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know how the one I got from Amazon does. Amazon will know too, because either I'll be really happy and leave a good review, or I'll be really, really upset and leave a bad review. So, because I always usually leave reviews wherever I go. So, that's just me. I'll tell people what I think. Either you like it or you don't. A Harbor Freight. I don't have a Harbor Freight. No. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what a Harbor Freight is. Is that a store? I sound so ignorant right now. I buy everything online, y'all. It's just occasionally, you know, like the zip ties, Walmart's got a good deal on them, so I go to Walmart for them. But everything else, I pretty much, there's that stupid stink bug, I swear to God. Or maybe he has a sister, or maybe that's a brother. Maybe it's the wife, and then I'm really screwed. So, all right, we're gonna put this guy together. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these guys going up on here. So I'm about to switch to the other ones. You like the, it is smaller lows. What am I making, Sharon? I am making a huge, gigantic, chances are it will be 4 feet tall hummingbird. Why? I have no idea. I'm just making it on a whim because I thought about it and I was like, how cool would it be to do this? Where am I going to put them? I have no idea. They don't have 18-pound zip ties. I've never paid attention to the poundage on there, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I usually feel them. I'll be honest, I'm the person who pops open the bag of zip ties at Walmart, and I feel one, and I'm like, nope, I don't like you. I don't pop open the whole bag, though. Just a teeny tiny little hole. So, all right, we're going to put this guy on there. I think, let us take a look. All right, so this guy's going to be pretty full. Look at that already. Beautiful colors, though. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely going to have that feathered look to it. I debated doing lolly petals all the way down, and then I said, what on earth am I thinking? I know, right? Because I love a challenge. That's what I thought when I started these lolly petal things, and I'm like, son of a gun. What the heck was I thinking? But I did it. I did it, y'all. Okay. I'm going to stop right here for a second. I'll come back over to these in a minute. What I want to do now is I want to take a look at some of these. So at this point, we'll see how it goes on putting it back. I think I've got it at a right location. We're going to do work with the white here, just so that you guys can have a chance to see that. So basically, if you're in, because if you're bored and you're like, what am I going to do for a wreath? And you decide, I'm going to make a hummingbird wreath. You know, get your plastic mesh. And like I said, it took about 2.5 for me. The large ones, 20 by 18 or something like that. I don't know, 24 by 18. I don't know, the largest size that Hobby Lobby has. And basically from there, I just kind of put the pieces together for the most part. And then I sketched the front of him. And then I sketched the back of him. And I started cutting pieces. And that got me to about right here. So then I took the leftover pieces and I kind of placed them over here to kind of see where I wanted them. So, All right, so now we're going to take some of these deluxe ones. I love it. I didn't have to do anything special with those guys. The deluxe ones are so thick, and with all the sheen, you can't see through them. So that's the awesome part about it. All right, so we're going to take some of those out. And then we're going to take some of these. Now this is the thinner. This is also from Craft Outlet. This is the thinner, it's just regular poly mesh. It's the iridescent one. Normally I'd use it for like Santa Claus or something like that. I will say that I had to double these. So either you can go for deluxe and just use one, or if you go for the other ones, you're going to have to double them. If it was value mesh, I bet you it'd be even worse. So your Amazon 6-inch, oh God, don't scare me like that. I didn't order 6-inch. I usually go 4-inch or 8-inch. So, but that kind of scares me. It had a lot of good reviews, so I'm praying that with that being said, it'll be a good thing. All right, so let's get started here. All right, so I've got a deluxe here. Wait, do I have a deluxe? Nope, I've got a regular here. So we are going to put a deluxe in there, okay? And I've already created them. I'll show you in a second how I do it. But I'm going to go ahead and stick that in here. It looks like I've got one to place here. So we're going to do that part here. And I like to put it, when I put this on here, see how this has a zip tie? When I put it in the zip tie that's already on here, I will make sure that this one is below it, because that way it's not going to get pulled out. Okay, it's going to sit nice and tight. So the zip tie that's going in is going to be above that one. All right. There we go. Because otherwise it will pop out on you. And tighten that sucker up. And I'll move stuff around later. But for now it'll be a good enough start. Like the feathers will have to be moved over some. And I just lost part of the zip tie. Oh boy, where'd it go? It's in there somewhere. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. Broken part. So, yeah, 8 inches I always get at Walmart too. I never have a problem with that. So, this one's the iridescent one. So, I'm just going to go back and forth and basically just alternate them. And it is going to get tight in here. So, I just push this part over and I lay it in. And then kind of put them together that way. And like I said, we'll take a look at a little bit of all of this. And I will record when I'm doing this next time. But it's not going to be like an announced live or something. I mean, Saturdays for the head will be. But right now, so that you don't have to sit here watching me do 138 zip ties all the way up, I will end up probably doing some tomorrow. And I'll probably post it live. And that way anybody who wants to come back and watch a replay of it, they can. But it'll just be me putting the rest of the zip ties on. So, all right, same thing here. And it gets tight, y'all. But I don't want to move these ones because it gives me good coverage. So, oh no, they snapped in half. That is not fun. I would cry after I pitch a fit. Who's over there? Yeah. Okay. All right, that was Lori talking to me. I was asking her about value mesh. So, because well, hopefully, because I ordered a whole crate of it. All right, I've got iridescent over here, so I'm actually going to use a deluxe on that side. So we're going to switch to a deluxe there. And I can already see, I'm going to push that over. And hopefully you guys can still see it. I can't wait to get to the head. Guys, the head is pretty much nothing but lolly petals. There. So, and I plan on making his little eyeballs. And then he's going to have some white around the eyes. Yeah. Janet, my Dollar Tree. Yeah, guys, if it was a dollar store, I would not get zip ties from the dollar store. That is a no-no. Do not do it. Okay? Those zip ties are no good. All right. We're going to tighten this up in here. This is a challenge. I tell y'all one thing. This is not something I would want to teach at a workshop. This is one of those things I probably create and I don't do it again unless I get a custom order. Hi. I saw Michelle pop on. I don't know how long you've been there, but hi, Mel's Crafting Corner and Brenda. Evelyn, did the storm blow over? We've got a storm here. Where's Evelyn at, though? Which part of the country is Evelyn in? So, although it's pretty quiet out here now. I don't hear anything else against the window over there. So I'm assuming that the storm's gone from here as well. All right, got that. And I'm just alternating. If I have deluxe on one side, I am going to put the iridescent on the other, and so forth. I'm curious, Evelyn, where are you located, hun? All right, we're gonna put this here. It's getting tight. I bet you some of these zip ties are about to have to move. That is what I'm thinking, y'all. Which we knew that was going to happen. My plan was to actually move some of them tomorrow. So, and at the end, I'll take a picture of the back. Ohio. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, we got that there. All right, so we're going to put a deluxe over here too. But look at that. It's already coming nice. Could you imagine a whole Christmas tree made from lolly petals? I might go nuts, but that would be pretty, I think. So somebody ought to do it. I'm not doing it. Somebody else could do it. Lori can do it. Which one, Michelle? The one on the bird? It looks like a porcupine. Yes, it is a lot. There are a lot of petals on here. There are a lot of zip ties on here, indeed. There are 138 zip ties for the body. So my hope is, as I go through, though, I'm going to move some. So, oh, you are under tornado watch. Ow. Yeah, that's some pretty scary weather moving in through some people, especially on the Alabama side. I think from my side, it kind of skirted us a little bit. So, gosh, he's full. I may end up putting one more lolly petal way down there, but not right now. I'm not worrying about it right now. See, do you guys see how that I have those two zip ties right here so close together? I have a feeling we can just put it in here. Yep, and it'd be fine. We're going to pull that one out. So, and then if we stick that one here, yep, because it's already, some of them are already getting too close. So I knew that was going to happen. See, now there are not 138 anymore, y'all. There's 137. We're one down. All right, let's check here. All right, so over here, I did it, didn't I? Gosh darn it. You know what? I don't think anybody's going to notice. I'm just going to keep going. All right. We're going to keep going with that. We're going to put this here. I meant to put a deluxe over there. Actually, you know what? I know. That's going to bother me. I know that it's there. All right. Let's cut this guy off. I'll put it over. So we're going to cut this one. Because what I wanted to do is do the metallic, do the iridescent, and then do the other one. So basically, I'm just kind of feeling my way through it, figuring out where I want to do it. Come on out. There we go. It is a tight little fit in there. I will say that much. So, all right, where's the deluxe? Here it is. North California here. I'm late to this. What you making? A giant hummingbird. We're not going to be doing the whole entire thing tonight because we don't have hours and hours to do that. But yeah, it's a giant hummingbird. All right, there we go. Now I'm almost happy. It needs to be a little tighter. There we go. Open that little cup up. Spoon. All right. Okay. Now, I mean, look at it, though. He's starting to take shape. If you can see that a little bit, I'll zoom it out a little bit later. So, thunder, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Yep. That's about what we had. I don't know about the 60-mile-per-hour winds, but That's about what we had. All right, so this is iridescent. Let me see how this is going to fit if I put this here. I have a feeling I'm going to be pulling in. Yep, I like him there. We'll keep that one there. So, there we go. And again, I'm going over the zip tie that I had already created. So, just a heads up on that. So that way you know. Charleston, South Carolina, everything's good. I'm glad about that, because South Carolina, you guys get some bad luck sometimes. I think this one needs to move just a little bit. So we are going to pull that one out, and we're going to bump this one back just a teeny bit to right here. I think we may have just got rid of another zip tie, y'all. We might be down to 136 now. So, again, we're not doing all 136 tonight. So, I mean, I'll go ahead and put it on live for a little bit for anybody who wants to follow along tomorrow, but there. Alrighty. We're at 136. Woohoo! Okay, moving right along. And I'm going to show y'all how to make this in just a second, too. I like my little spoons, my little Asian spoons, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I call them spoons. I don't know if that's what they are, but they're my spoons. All right, we're going to zip tie that guy in. There we go. And the spoons come out so perfect. You can eat with them. Yes, this is a canvas body. And it's just like two and a half pieces of canvas put together. And then we're going to follow it up when we do the head. The head's going to be made out of the flower board. So the large one. I have a feeling we're going to get rid of another zip tie in a second, y'all. And I knew this would happen. I just didn't know for sure. That's why I want to take a picture of the back when I'm done. So that way I know exactly what the distances are next time. All right, because again, there's nothing out there to tell you how to do this. I just kind of pictured it inside my head and went with it and prayed that I was going to do it okay. And that was about it. All right, we're going to get this guy on here. And I think it'll fit just fine here. Let's see. Yep, this guy's fine. And I think everything is close enough that we're not going to have to worry about, exactly, right? Better to have too many than not enough. You're absolutely correct. So, I agree, the same thing there. All right, this one can come out. Woohoo! 135, guys. I'm excited about it. Doesn't sound so bad now. And now this guy's going to move. So, we're going to move this guy probably about right here. About to the end of where I just, where the bottom of the cutoff part goes into. Oh, God, y'all. I'm actually having fun with this. Mainly because I can't wait to see him. It's like watching canvas give birth, right? It's like the expectant father standing outside. All right. So, I don't know. Okay, not a very good, like, metaphor there. All right, we've got that. And I probably will end up putting a few little dabs of glue in a few places. Honestly, I won't know until we actually get through and put it together. And then if I do put any dabs of glue, I'll let you know about it. So, all right, we got this one. He's going to go here. Perfect distance. All right, we're almost to the top of the white part. It's the green part that's going to take forever, y'all. That's the part you don't want to see. Yeah, I can't stop my brain from thinking. Ask Lori. So, I can't wait to do the head. I can't wait to show y'all that one. Because I had fun with that inside my head. Well, that head, this head, whichever head. It's going to be fun. The canvas that big, I just got that at Hobby Lobby. No, and it wasn't this big. It wasn't this big. This is like 2.5 pieces put together. So, all right, this is going to have to move just a little bit. We're going to move that over here, which tells me we're about to get rid of another one. And it doesn't really matter where you pop it up through. There we go. I'm going to put that right there because they were getting too close together. And obviously this is my first time doing it. Gainesville. Oh, yeah. Yep, it hit through us. For us, it was a lot of noise. It wasn't really anything bad. So, further up north. All right, this one. Oh, my God. Is that 134? I'm so excited, y'all. Over the silliest things. This guy's going to have to move down just a teeny bit. Because, again, if I'm going to put him in there, I'm going to put him in there right at where the mesh, where I cut the bottom of the petal. Okay? All right, where'd he go? There he is. Fabulous. Awesome. Awesome sauce. And it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. There. This one's tight. I'm going to push him down. Sit on top of him. There we go. He's not going anywhere, y'all. And again, if I have to move a few things around or put a few pieces of glue somewhere, then I'll do so. Not a big deal. But I'll be happy with it for the first time around. Look how that's turning out already. Got the white part of him, the little feathers coming down. I'm even going to do his little beak on Friday, Saturday, whatever. All right, Saturday. We're going to move that one up because he was too close. And I knew this would happen. I'm at least going to give y'all a peek of what we've at least accomplished tonight. So, hi, Kathy. Yeah, everything's an experiment. It always is with me. I never know how it's going to turn out. I'll be honest with y'all. All I can do is I hope it does. If not, it'll be all over Facebook the next day. And if it does, it'll all be all over Facebook the next day anyway. So, you know what? Doesn't really matter. So, all right. If it doesn't turn out well, I can always just send it to Monkey's Pool. There we go. All right. And I ran out of few, but don't worry. I already have all these suckers made in advance. So, I'm about to show y'all when I get up here, because the white part's almost done. And I have a feeling we're about to take out a few more zip ties. So, yeah. All right, so let's get a deluxe. Gosh, he's getting heavy too, guys. I don't know about shipping this one. I don't think this is a shippable hummingbird, or somebody's going to pay a premium for shipping. I'll tell you that one. I think this one's going to be a decoration. So, I told my students about me making a 4-foot tall hummingbird, and one of my students is like, "I'm 4'3". I said, "I know, Will. You're taller than the hummingbird now." So, yeah. But no. There we go. I'm like, you'll be taller than the hummingbird. There we go. All right, so since I used a deluxe over here, I'm just alternating. Let's see here. When you get all that green, it will push the white together. That's what I'm hoping for, Betsy. That's why I'm like, you know, some people like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to put the glue on there. Well, you don't know for sure yet. So don't jump the gun on it. Up. Voila! Another one out. What are we down to? 133? Woohoo! Oh God. All right, we're going to put this little guy here, and we're almost to the top of the white part. The rest of the white petals will be used for his face when I do the flower board. So, all right. And then over here, this was deluxe, so we're going to use an iridescent. Oh my God, 132. Yeah, buddy. It's like a party going on here. All right. I'm so excited this is happening. I was really hoping that I was wrong in my placement and that we were going to be able to get rid of some. So, there we go. It's getting less and less, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. This one is going to have to move down. What was this one? This was iridescent. So we're going to put this one about right here. So this does have to move down about 2. And as I go up towards the top, guys, I angled my zip ties, kind of following the curve of the bird. So that way I could get it to go in the right direction that I want it to. All right, here we go. And we're going to stick it in there if it'll go. There we go. And tighten that sucker down. We don't want him falling out. All right, there we go. This part's almost done, but I mean, he is already turning out gorgeous. This is going to be the long part. I have a feeling, it seems like at the bottom we didn't have to skip so much, but it seems like once we hit this point, that's when the zip ties started disappearing. So my hope is the same thing happens for the other side, because already this one has got to come out. What's that, 131 now? Woohoo! And there's a little zip tie hiding there and another little zip tie hiding there. I have a feeling I have too many zip ties. We shall see. All right, we're going to put a deluxe here. All right. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know how many I was going to lose. So what, we're at 132, 131. It is a big hummingbird. Mainly because I have no concept of size. Hi, Carol. It's a giant hummingbird. Why? I have no reason. It just is. Because I decided to do it. And then somebody was like, I don't know if you can do that. And I was like, want to bet? Watch me. I'm like, you have no idea. Now you challenged me. Now I've got to. So, all right, so I'm going to put this one here. This actually finishes that row. And I did put some in the middle section, but I don't think we're going to need it. I had already done some of the red. So, there we go. He's coming together nicely. I did not know how it was going to turn out. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at the time because I want to do, okay, it's getting close to 10:30, y'all. So I am going to be showing you how to make those little petals in just a minute. And I wanted to, by 10:40, call it. I know that's only an hour. I think that's plenty. So, but, okay. There we go. And like I said, I'll go live again tomorrow just to make it. It's just going to be whenever I get home, okay? Will you post how to make the canvas? As soon as, I actually had the canvas already made because I didn't want you guys having to sit here while I tried to figure everything out because there isn't a guide for this. So it's one of those things, oh, I'm seeing a zip tie here. Where did that zip tie come from? Because we didn't need to use that. Guess what, y'all? Ah, 130. I'm so excited. Sweet. All right, that one's gone. Okay. And I think this one can disappear too. That might be 129. So then we're going to put this one in. Perfect. It fits perfectly. We're down to 129 zip ties now, y'all. I'm trying to keep count because I don't want to lose count myself. All right, where is, there it is. Yeah. But Peggy, once I get it done and I can take a look at the back and everything, because my plan was to take pictures of the back and then also do like a rubbing of it so that I know how to replicate, like, so I can measure the distance and everything is what I wanted to do. All right, so we've got a little bit of an opening here. We've got this. It's starting to get real tight. Definitely chose to put too many zip ties in. That's okay. I have a feeling this one, 128. We're getting down, guys. This one's probably, oh, this one belonged to the other side. Okay, so this one is going in here. All right, there we go. We're curving up towards the top now. And I'll show y'all how to do the, what I like to call the little spoons in a second. And you guys tell me what they are, because I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I just briefly watch something, and that's about it. I don't pay too much. I skim through stuff, or I'm working on something else while I'm doing it at the same exact time. Probably like you guys are doing right now, too. Okay, so we're going to take the iridescent, and we are pretty much, this is the point we're stopping at with the white. So I think there's only 2 pieces left, because I'm seeing my line right there. And we're going to have to pull another one out. Oh, 127. Score. Okay. So I'm thinking at this point, it's got to go here. Which means we're going to use this zip tie, which means 126. I'm keeping up with that for my own benefit too, y'all, not just yours. I really am. I'm trying to keep up with so that I know next time just how many it took in the first place. Hi. Hi, Barbara. Okay. Barbara from Arizona. All right, let me double check this. I knew I made too many, but that's okay because I'm going to need them for the head anyway. All right, and then it looks like I put in one more. So let me see if I want to use that one more or if I want to call it. One more would take it about to this point. What do y'all think? Here's where we're at so far. So here's the bottom of him, right? Here's the front. There we go. Right there. I'm debating whether I should just leave it like that because the red part's going to fill in right here, or if I should take it one more over. What do y'all think? I'm going to wait for see on there because I'm trying to decide, because once I start the red, trying to take this white one out is not going to be a good idea. Use it. Okay, let's go for it. Let's do one more there. That means this guy has to come. Where's this one? This one's got to come out. 125. And let me see if I can put it in that one. Nope, he's got to move down just a little bit. All right, so right there. That'd be 124. So this guy's going to move up just a little. And I've angled him. That way it follows the angle of the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird, bird's the word. Okay, yeah. I need to go to bed. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, nice and tight. Okay, I think that's it for the white, y'all. Because the rest of it was going to be, the red is going to come up all up here at the top. And then I was going to have the green start coming around here. So I'm thinking that's as far as I want to take the white. So we'll double check it as I'm working through it tomorrow. I'll let y'all know. All right, but there's where we're looking at so far. Isn't he looking gorgeous on there? I know it's a start. I might make a little bit more, but I know people have to go to bed soon. So I want to show y'all guys. I'm going to zoom you out for a minute if I can. That's as far out, zoom out as we're going to get. I'll take a better picture later. But there you go. You got the bottom. We've got the white part of him's already done. Up here where the red is, that red's going to curve around and curl up. And then the green's going to start right up here in the corner and work its way down. And my hope is kind of like we thought, Barbara and I thought earlier, that as we push the green, as we put the green in, it's going to push the whites together here in the middle so that we don't have to use any type of glue here. So I want to show y'all how to make the cups real quick. And then, is there a picture of this bird? Yeah, it's in my head. I know that doesn't help, right? It's a ruby-throated hummingbird. The rest of it's all inside my head. I suppose if you can open it up and scoop it out, that might work. I'm going to put this down real quick because I want to show y'all how I made those little cups real quick. And then I'm going to work on him a little bit more, but like I said, I know people have to go to bed. So I left a few pieces of the deluxe undone so that I could actually show you guys. You could make a, God, that looks like a fish. Are you trying to say, I don't think you meant to say fish. You could actually make a fish. I see that too. I also saw where you could make it into a mermaid tail. Potentially even a dolphin. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to show y'all how I did this, okay? So basically, it's a 10 by 10, okay? The only ones that are cut 9 by 10 down there are the green ones, because I was using the emerald and the ombre. And for these, and because it's those wispy little petals, it didn't really matter, okay? If it's 8 inches, if it's 9 inches, if it's cut to 10 inches, okay? It doesn't matter. But for these petals, you're going to want a 10 by 10. Trust me, I tried it with a 9 by 9. That's what the red ones are. I mean, not a 9 by 9, a 9 by 10. The red ones that you saw were 9 by 10. But all the white ones that you saw were 10 by 10. And it looks so much better. So I'm just going to fold it over into a triangle, okay? And this time I am going to fold it down, but instead of going down this way, I'm going to take it and twist my hand, go to the end, and I'm going to fold down backwards, like so, okay? So like that. And then I'm going to come to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to hold them in place here. And then from there, I'm going to smash it down, because right here where you see that little fold and right here where you see that little fold, this is where we're going to want to start picking it together, okay? So I'm basically just going to put it together like so. And then it's a matter of just fluffing it out. And then you end up with this little spoon. So that's kind of how I did that one. So, and again, I don't know if this was already out there or not. It's just something that I was playing with last night because I was doing it one way, which is how the red petals were made. I started doing this way, and then I sent a picture of it to Lori, and Lori's like, you made a spoon. So, but that's how you make these little guys. But they come out perfectly little round right there. I love it. Okay, it is kind of like a little dipper, actually. It is a dipper. And then all you have to do from there is just go across, and I don't cut them too short, because if you cut them too close to the zip tie, they could pop out. I cut them out probably about 3/4 of an inch, like that. I add that to my little bowl over there. Okay, and there you go. And you can add it too. So, and you can control it. If you want to bump it in some more, you can bump it in more so that it's like that. Okay, but I'm leaving it like a spoon. I'll do one more for you guys. It is kind of like the lolly petal. Yeah, so I think with the lolly flower, they fold down to the front, right? I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't pay much attention to it. The ladle flower, soup's on. I like it, the ladle flower. I have a feeling that's going to stick. All right, fold it again. All right, and then take it, but again, we're not going forward. We're going to take it to the end, and we're going to twist it, fold it under, like so. Hold your fingers there, twist it, hold it under, like so. And then, all right, we're just going to kind of squeeze it together. All right, and once you got it in your hand, just twist it out. Push it in. All right. Look at that. It's like it doesn't matter how you do it. It still winds up perfectly like a little spoon. I love it. So I have a feeling this is like my favorite one right now. And it turns out so perfectly every single time that there's none of this like putting the mesh down, unfolding the mesh. They are 10 by 10 pieces, yes. You can try with a 9. It's just going to be more difficult. And like I told Lori, you can control the soupiness of it, the spooniness of it. All right, you got a real spoon here, or you can start pressing it in from the middle, right there, and then you get that one. So then it's not so thick. So, but I like it. I happen to like this one better than the lolly petal just because it's easier for me. I don't know if it's easier for everybody, but it is easier for me. So, all right, I'm going to do a little bit more on there, and then I'm going to call it myself. So I said I would go till 10:45, so I'm going to go till 10:45, and then I'm going to call it a night, y'all. So whatever I get done by that point. Oh, boy. Okay, so with that being said, I think we were at 124. We were at 124 zip ties, so from 138. So that's not bad. I'll take it. All right, I want to work a little bit. Let's work on the red now for a little bit. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move the white. See, I created all these trash bags earlier. I'm gonna get my red ones out. And see, this is how I did the red. So you can see the difference. This is when I folded it forward. The other one was when I folded it backwards. So I can already tell you from the red, we've already got a zip tie coming out. 123. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to be finishing it in pieces. Like I said, I'll come online for a little bit tomorrow, just while I'm working on it, and post it. And then, but Saturday is when we are going to work on the head. And that one will be online completely. I just have to play around some more with the holes on the board. So, yeah. All right. Zip that off. There we go. Kind of like, there we go. I want to put that there. Okay. I'll work on it a little bit more. Not a big deal. So, it's the first time. What can you expect? All right. Then we're going to go here. And I'm just going to work my way up at this point. So, 1, 2, 3. I tell y'all one thing. I'm glad I had all the prep work done, because you did not want to see me making all those little petals. Oof. That was something else. All right, he's falling off. Can you guys see pretty good or no? Let's try that. I'm running out of space over here. I'm gonna try to see if I can't get them on my laptop a little bit. There we go. I think you guys can see. All right. Okay. All right. Aw, thank you. I know I'm one of those, I talk a lot while I'm doing it, but I do try to get the work done. I really do. I do try to. So, I just can't wait to show you guys the head. And wait till you see how I made the hummingbird beak. That is awesome. So, I found the perfect thing when I was at Michael's the other day. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I must buy you. So, and then my friends there hooked me up. So, I come in there a lot for random little items. One day I told them I'm going to come in there for some weird things, like, I don't know, they don't have plungers, so maybe I'll come in there for like duct tape and straws or something else. You thought it was tomatoes and onions. I can see that. Oh my God. Tomatoes and onion. I can see it though, because you got that pearl color. It's a pearl onion. Oh my gosh, we are kooky. All right, there we go. Put that in. I like it. It's turning out pretty good. It's had to have a few changes in it, but nothing major, so it's actually working out pretty good. How did I piece it together? It's being held together by zip ties, but because I'm anal about the zip ties, there are like about every 3 inches or so, there are zip ties pulling it together. So, yeah. That's how I held it together. All right, this one's going in here. I didn't even know how the arc of this was going to work, guys. I was like, hopefully I'm judging the arc correctly on making the bird, and so far I'm happy with it. Do I wish it could be done like magic? Like, yeah. So, but unfortunately, it's not. This is kind of just one of those whims, like, I think I'm going to make a hummingbird. And then I'm like, it's only going to be 2 feet tall. I'm going to use a flower board as a head. And then I put the flower board up, and I'm like, crap, the body's got to be bigger. And next thing I know, it exploded on itself. So, it threw up hummingbirds everywhere. All right. I'm going to get this done. I'm getting a pretty good amount done, so I'm pretty happy with that, though. So the green's going right here. So I think this is going to be, ooh, I don't know. You know what? We're going to put the red here. I have a feeling that I was supposed to have a red one lower, but I don't think it needs a red one lower. I'll leave that zip tie there underneath this red one, just in case I want to put a green in there. But I have a feeling that one's disappearing and that one's disappearing. Anybody keep up with what zip tie number we're on? Are we on 123? Because I think I lost count. I'm not sure. But it looks like I did a pretty good job on estimating the red ones, though. I can see it now, though. He's either going to be a hummingbird or he's going to be a mermaid fish. That's what he's going to be. One or the other. You know what? If it turns out well, he's a hummingbird. If it turns out poorly, he is a fish, a mermaid fish. No, I'm going to use the large flower board. If I had small flower boards on hand, my customers typically want the larger flowers. So I typically only purchase the large flower boards. But I kind of wish I would have had some small ones on hand because it would have made his body smaller. I did the ratio the other day for it. Where is it? I've got a Sharpie. Okay, I'll show y'all. I need a piece of paper. Okay, I don't have a piece of paper. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I know we have 48 inches over here, and we want to know how long he's going to be, right? How did I do this for a second ago? I did this the other day. I can't think for the life of me how I did it now. I don't know. I don't know. I'll do it again later. Gosh darn it. I really was going somewhere with this. A woodpecker. Once I figure it out, I'm going to post it online because I was doing the other day, but I can't remember for the life of me what I used for the top. But I did calculate it. I think it was maybe the width. Maybe it was the width. I don't know. 48 inches to 38 inches. How long was it going to be? How wide was it going to be? I almost think, how wide is it going to be anyway? I think we said about 2 feet wide. I don't know. All right, I'll figure it out. I'll post it. Anyway, I did do the ratio for it, and I actually did it the algebraic way. You know, the whole like with the variable and things like that, and then dividing by the variable. You can't see my hand right here. What happened? Oh, no, I started trying to do that, and then I forgot what I was doing. But I did do the ratio, and I think it went from being 48 inches finished once the mesh is on to being, oh, that's what I did. Okay. Being 48 inches with the mesh on to being down to, I think it was 36 with the mesh on, if you use the small flower board. So it could be a rooster. I like that. It could be a rooster. I'll take that. Yeah. Cock-a-doodle-doo. All right. This is going in there. I have a feeling that zip tie over there is going to have to move a little bit. So the green part down there, if you notice, I saved the green part for last. Oh my God. Because we all know how long that green part's going to take. That's going to be the bulk of it. That's why I'm like, let me just go ahead and finish this up tonight. Okay, this has got to move down about two spaces down right there. I'm like, I knew that the bulk of the work was going to be on that green part. And the flower board is going to be ridiculously easy because putting the zip ties through holes on the flower board are so easy. Oh my gosh. It's not dealing with these tiny, tiny little mesh things right here on the canvas. I know people use the mesh all the time. They do Christmas trees with it. Basically anything that you can cut the mesh shape into, you can do. But man, let me tell you, trying to get these little suckers in there sucks. That's all I have to say about that. And 4 is as small as you're going to get. So I can't wait to get to the flower board head is what I'm waiting for. So, but he's going to have little black eyes, or one eye, should I say. And he's going to have white around his eyes, a white trim. And then we are going to take that ombre stuff and we're going to take it down the back of him. I haven't decided quite how I'm doing his head yet, so don't ask me yet. I know I'm using lolly petals for the black and I'm using lolly petals for the white around his eyes. What I'm trying to figure out is how I'm going to use the green and the ombre. So, green naughty, it's going really fast so far. So, I'm confused. So confused. Yep. That's why I'm like, you can take this and make it into several different things. So, all right. This is coming together pretty good. I think I've got enough red too. And we're almost actually done with the red part now. If I can get the red part done tonight, I'm okay with that because I'll just do the green portions tomorrow. Work on it when I get home from work and then a little bit when the kids go to bed, and I'll have that done. Because let's face it, I've got the kids, my kids obviously, and then my husband's brother is dropping his 2 girls off tomorrow. So I am making a hummingbird. Yes, ma'am, Miss Lori. I sure am. Yes, I was showing the dimensions from a small board to a big board. I just, like I said, my brain's dead. It's at the end of the day. I did do it right the other day. But it is going from, the frame itself is 42 inches. So, and then with mesh on it, I estimated that it is going to be 48 inches with mesh. Hi. You came in right when we're saving all the hard part, the tedious part for last. That's the part I'm not going to make anybody sit through and watch. So, and then I did show y'all how to make the little spoons, whatever we want to call them, the ladle petals. There we go, the ladle petals. I did show y'all how to make that. I like those. So, that's just my favorite so far. Oh, don't say that. You have lots of talent. We all have lots of talent. See, my issue is I have a bad case of insomnia. So, even though I may be laying in bed, my brain doesn't stop. It just keeps going. And I've messaged Lori late at night. Hopefully she turns her phone off at night, though, and doesn't get my notifications. I'm like, hey, Lori, what do you think about this? So, all right. I'm also going to do, I've got a few projects coming up. This is going to be the hard one, and after this, I'm taking a break from it for a while, y'all. I'm going to do some easy stuff. Next week, I am doing a daisy. And next week, I'm also going to do a buttercup. Why? Because I want to do a buttercup. No real reason. And because it's super incredibly easy. And I want to do something easy for a while. I'm also going to work on making a bee wreath. That's another one that's on my plan. So, what about green in a row and ombre and another? Yeah, I'm going to use that. What I don't know is whether or not I want to use... I don't know if I want to do lolly petals all over the head or if I want to do some of the green lolly petals, green and ombre lolly petals, and move them into those wispy petals. That's what I'm trying to decide. I know that the head's going to have the green and the ombre on it. I know. Yeah, my brain needs a break after this. I say that now, y'all, but watch me wake up in the middle of the night again and say, I'm going to make, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a monkey. I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there, y'all. Who knows? So, but I need to take a break and do some easy things that don't require thinking for a while. So, and that's why the rest of those, I'm going to do some flower stuff for a while. Because I don't have to think. And I need a break. I like this, but there's only so much of 4-foot ones that you can do. I don't know for him if I'm going to add wings to him or not, but I've already figured out how I would do the wings. I would take a flower board, and I would take this large flower board, the 16-inch, and I would saw it straight down the middle with my jigsaw. And then I would take one right here this way, and then I would take the other moon shape this way. And then I would probably add it like that. And then if I needed to add just a stinger of mesh to the end, I would do so for the end of the moon here and the end of the moon here. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know if I'm going to make wings for this one or not. I'll be honest with you. I think he's going to be perched in a tree. He's already going to be huge. I did figure out how I would ship him if I were to sell this to a customer on Etsy, because it will go in my store. But I would probably, the only way I could do it and save on the balloon cost is I would have to basically put it in 2 pieces, where this part is here and the length of it would be whatever the length of this body is. I guess 42 minus 16. And then I would have to put the head on top, and the customer themselves would have to attach the head to the rest of the body. That'd be about the only way you could ship it without it getting exorbitantly high price to try to ship. Like, I don't see how else you could do it. I really don't. I'm trying to see if I want this there. You know what? Let's start over here. It's starting to get really tight, and I probably need to move a few petals. Looks like right here, if I can get him in there. So that one's fine. We'll leave this one here, okay? I didn't have it go all the way to the top because part of this is going to go to the back. So, me, you want to buy. If I could share that. No, I'm not sharing the buttercup real fast. You have to tune in next week. I promise you, Christine. I promise you. Wait till you see it, though. I'm working on the center, how I want the center designed right now, to be honest with you. The rest of it I figured out. It's just the center that I'm trying to get good. All right, so this is going good here. It's okay if there's a little bit of plastic showing through the top, because this part here and this part here is where I'm attaching it to the flower board, and right here in the middle for precaution. So I'm going to have 3 areas attached to the flower board. So none of this is going to be seen. So I'm not even worried about that. I only have one of these reds left, so I pray to God that this is the only one we need to add, because I have a feeling there's going to have to be one more we need to add. I think we're at 122 zip ties. So, all right, so with that being said, let me see. I know for a fact, because this is the part, you see that line right there? So I know for a fact that the flower board is going to this part. So it's going right here across. I'm thinking I'm just going to put one right here. And we're going to see how that works. If I have to come back later, I don't think I will, because if I put it right here, it covers that entire spot. So we want it right there. That's what I'm saying. You know, you just, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, guys. So you just have to be willing to go out there, give it a shot, try it, you know, put it down, sketch it on paper first, and, you know, then take some stuff out and just see if it works, you know. If you're experimenting, I would suggest that you start with cheap mesh, you know, like the value mesh, because then you don't feel so bad throwing away $2.50 rolls versus like $4 rolls. Yeah, so let me see here. Yep. I could do the attachment. What attachment? Oh yeah, that'd be the way. That'd be the only way, is to do the attachment. The will cover. What's the will cover? I missed that, or I'm misinterpreting. All right. Look at that. I actually did a good job with the red. And the funny thing is I wouldn't have had enough red, except for the fact that we pulled out a couple. So now it worked out perfectly. So take a look. There's his throat. So we've got our ruby red throat now. And then we've got the white part of his body coming down to that part of the tail. And this part of the tail is actually going to be longer, guys. Right now it's short. I've got 2 pieces that are going in the back that are going to make his tail longer as well. So his tail's going to come out probably about that much is what I'm estimating. So I didn't calculate that into the size of the wreath. That was a hindsight saying, oh, I want a longer tail feather. So, and then all of this part right here, I'm going to take a break for tonight, y'all. But this part is what I'm going to start working on tomorrow. And I will go live, but it's not going to be something. It's going to be whenever I get home. I'm going to work on it, and then work on it later on that evening as well. So that way we can get the head on Saturday. And I'm looking to do the live for the head at 12:30 on Saturday. Hopefully it works out for you guys. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry, but at least you'll be able to do the replay. But I am looking at 12:30 Eastern time on Saturday. We're going to take the flower board, the large one, and we're going to turn it into his head. His beak. Where did I put his beak? Let me see if I pull it out without stabbing myself, y'all. Ow! I'm okay. All right. I got these suckers at Michael's. And I decided it would be perfect taking one of them as a beak. I'm going to spray paint it black is what I plan on doing. And I'm going to attach it. And we'll see how it works. I may have to take them and move them together a little bit if I have to. But this is the theory. So we shall see. I saw it and I was like, hey, that looks like a beak. That would be perfect for me. So, but this is where I'm going to take a break, guys. I'm going to call it a night here. I'm going to back this up a little bit, in the hopes that maybe, just maybe, I can get y'all a better full body look to it. So give me just a second as I move my little configuration around. okay? I'm going to move the lamp back over there so you guys get some lighting on there. See, I got this whole thing set up. Y'all, I found out that when people do those YouTube videos, oftentimes they have like 6 lamps lit up in the room. So that's how they get that awesome lighting. You're like, how did they do that video at home? It's because they have 6 freaking lamps, guys. All right. There we go. All right, so I'm going to try to back this up. So this is where we are. I'm going to finish up the other part later. All right. So we've got the front of the bird right here. We got his little ruby throat. Got the little white. All of this is going to be covered in green going straight down. And where is it? So you can kind of see where putting the head in front is about what he's going to look like. So it is taking shape. You have to have a vision, and you've got to be willing to try and take risks. And then I'm probably going to put some dowels on the back of him to kind of keep him straight. But he's coming together, guys. And by Saturday, we're going to do the head. We're going to put the beak on there, his little eyeballs and everything. This isn't the one I'm using yet. This is actually for a ladybug kit. But, yeah. So, but he's coming together. So I'm glad that he's working out well. And we shall see on the head part. Yeah, so, yep, I'm so glad that you guys were able to join me. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to finish the whole thing. I mean, let's face it, 130 some odd. We're down to 123 or 22. That's a lot. So I'm not going to make you guys sit, but if you have absolutely nothing to do by like 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be working on it for like probably 45 minutes before I pick up my 3.5-year-old. So definitely tune back in. But Saturday is the one that you're going to want to tune in for, because that's when I'm doing the head. So 12:30. I hope you guys can join me. If not, watch the replay. And yeah, once I finish this, I will definitely take a picture. I'm going to do my little rubbing thing so I can figure out just how far apart all these zip ties are. And yeah, so definitely share away, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, sweet dreams. And I think that's about it, y'all. I don't have anything else. Absolutely, Brenda. I like doing it. I don't think tutorials should be paid. That's my philosophy. And you know what? Somebody's going to figure it out. And when that person figures it out, it's going to get out there on YouTube anyways. So, you know. But, I mean, if you want to, go for it. You know, pay for it. Charge it. I don't care. It's just, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. And usually when I get an order in, like I know some of y'all want to see the little ladybug hanging up back there, the flower one. That's a different one, though. That's not related to what I'm doing. But I'm trying to tweak it to do it on a flower board is what I'm trying to do. But, you know, once I get another order in, I have no problems coming live and doing it on there as well. So, absolutely. All right, guys, I am going to go to bed. You guys need to go to bed, too, especially if the storm is over with. And, yeah, Saturday. But you know what? The replay will be there, and I'll have it on YouTube as well, so you'll have the captions on there. So, but definitely tune in. All right, guys, I'm going to head to bed. Don't forget to go to uniqueinthecreek.com, and you can use sparkles, and that's your code to get 10% off. And you can stock up on the small flower boards, especially if you're going to try to make a bird. I suggest you go with the 12-inch. Just really strongly suggest, unless you want a huge bird. So, but I'm going to show you guys a lot of fun stuff. I've got a whole bunch. I'm doing the daisy next week. I'm doing the buttercup next week. And I'm making a beehive. I've already made the beehive. So I feel like that old grandma who's standing by the front door saying bye, see y'all later, and then she chases the car down the road. So we're going to go ahead and cut it, and I'm going to go to bed, and you're going to go to bed. All right, good night, ladies. Love y'all.